Hi, I'm Faith.
And I'm Neysa. And this is
Go Ladies, a podcast about navigating life, love,
and so much more
from a 40-plus perspective. Welcome to the Go Ladies podcast.
Okay, hold on. Just because this guest is your friend, you ain't gonna show out and sing no song?
I finally get a friend. I'm so excited.
She sings a song at the top of every episode.
Okay. What's today's song?
What about your friends? Will they stand their ground? Will they let you down again?
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you. And thank you for indulging us. I know. You gotta multitask.
I know. Okay, well, thank you for joining us. Another episode. Neysa is exasperated with me.
I
am. We have a guest.
Yes.
And I'm going to read her lovely bio because I did not memorize it. But she's a doctor bae. You know, I have my different medical field baes. So, her name is Dr. Audrey Stewart. I feel like I'm at church about to introduce the pastor. And, you know, after this election, you will hear from...
First, give on to God, who's head of your life.
Hallelujah.
All right, Go ahead.
Okay. Audrey Stewart... like I'm doing it. No.
I'm going to let you do you.
Is a doctor of nursing practice. And Audrey, correct me if I misspeak.
I got you.
With 10 years in the medical field, she is driven by a desire to reduce healthcare disparities. She takes pride in educating the community on preventative measures to reduce disease, which, you know, for a lot of Black folk, it's a lot of disease. Did you make a bet?
I'm listening. Why you about me? I'm listening.
As a doctor of nursing practice, her goals include promotion of wellness in the African American community and encouraging active lifestyles. In addition to her primary functions, Audrey is the Tennessee liaison for the American College of Cardiology. That's your heart and stuff. A nonprofit medical society dedicated to enhancing the lives of cardiovascular patients. When Audrey, Dr. Stewart, is not working. She is an avid triathlete. And we're going to get into that. That's why she fine. Right, she real fine. Even after we record this, she got to go run 20 miles. Yeah. She's completed 4. We haven't even thought of one. 4 half Ironman competitions.
I can't swim, so.
And what is it? 1 full. Oh, you can. And 1 full.
We're going to work on that.
Welcome to the show, Dr. Audrey Stewart.
Thank you. Hey. Happy to be here.
I'm so glad you're here. You know, the theme for January for us is New Year, New Blank. And so, you know, we did New Year, New You, New Year, New Style, and now New Year, like new health, you know, because what better time than January to talk about everything health and get all your stuff aligned and do all the tests. So thank you for being here.
No problem. Happy to be here.
Yay. Okay, so Audrey, you do a lot of stuff. That's a lot. So...
let's ask the most pressing question.
Go for it.
How do you rehydrate after going out last night like we did?
Man.
Like we all did. The 3 of us went out. We were at the same function. And drinks were had. And had some more.
The struggle is real, especially as we get older. We're not old. We're just getting a little older.
Okay.
So there's pre-gaming, but your pre-game needs to be with water. Water. Hydrate. That is always the key.
Left the house, wasn't it?
No. Before, all day before. Hydrate.
Okay.
And eat. Don't try to be cute. I know we want the flat stomach when we're going out, but you got to eat. You got to have something to hold that alcohol. Hydrate before and then hydrate after. When I get home, it is water, a multivitamin, a goodie powder.
Come on, somebody.
I'm sorry, I live off of goodie powders after a night out. Yes. And then I have these little packets that I use when I race, and they're electrolytes, and I do that. I mean, it's going to happen sometimes, but we just have to prevent the after effects. So hydrate.
Okay,
I was doing good going to McDonald's, take my makeup off.
Audrey gave me an electrolyte pack after one of your birthday celebrations. I just want to point that out.
Did you feel okay after?
So
was
that recovery?
That was your brunch. And later that evening, no, it wasn't even late. It was 6 p.m.
I remember that brunch.
I messaged Audrey and I was like, sis, I'm dying.
It's not going well.
And she was so kind and brought me the little packet, and thank you. That was very
You're welcome.
helpful.
I got you.
So now I believe
Thank
in
you for saving her.
You did. Yeah, I did way too much.
I mean, it's a birthday.
Happens to the best of us.
Girl.
Homecoming gets you.
No, they get you. Homecoming
I
gets
did good
you.
this year, right?
They take me down.
So now you know what to do. So it's like you have your own little kit, your preparation kit.
I do.
Okay.
Very good.
So Waffle House and makeup wipes, ain't it? I gotta add some more to the repertoire.
You can do Waffle House. Just don't get into a fight with the people.
Girl, they got hands.
In and out to go food.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's very good.
No, but in all seriousness, you know, you do so much talk about disparities in the Black community and beyond the drinking games and the fun that we have. You know, Black folk are plagued with so many things.
We are.
And why do certain ailments affect us more than everyone else?
Some aspects of it are genetics. They truly are. Like, I, for instance, have hypertension. So we've done everything we could do. I could do as preventative measures. I've lost the weight. I work out. I've seen specialists, but I still have hypertension. That's when we put it in the genetic category.
Okay.
And so there's things like that. And then there's certain things that we do to cause these diseases by not doing the preventative measures, like our working out, our dropping the weight, or eating right. So we it's kind of a balance that we have to fight with between genetics and our lifestyles.
Okay. Does that mean you can't turn them off? Like you said, you still have hypertension, and obviously you fit, you fine.
Thank you.
So I mean, so how do you then combat that? Like, do you just say, "Oh, F it, I'm done," or like?
It's not so. After seeing a specialist, she told me if you weren't doing everything you were doing, I don't know where you would be. So, full transparency, I am on 3 blood pressure medications. After losing 40 pounds, I work out daily. I don't eat meat. It's just, you are where you are. And then you have to sometimes you do need medicine. Now, do I do my turmeric, my holistic measures as well? Yeah, I do it all. But if it's still going to be uncontrolled, we have to go with the medicine and the science of it.
Okay. That makes sense.
That's good to know. Thank you for speaking to genetics. Because I see so many things. Social media and stuff is like, stop blaming your genetics for...
It's there sometimes. I have my family has a genetic condition called amyloidosis. It eventually leads to heart failure. And so everyone in my family won't get it, but that is a gene that cannot be turned off. So sometimes genetics do play a major role.
Thank you.
Yeah. No. Because my husband, you probably don't know this, died of cancer. And so he had Lynch syndrome. And so we're debating right now the girls getting genetic tested because for me, my thought when they were younger is why get them tested because you can't fix it. So if you're going to tell me just to eat better and go take some more rest, then we should do that anyway, right? But now as they're getting older, the decision's now theirs and they're debating whether they want to get tested for stuff like that. So I understand that.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
So, okay, beginning of the year.
Yes.
What test should we, meaning 40 plus Black women, be doing that are just the standard things you should check on to make sure you're a healthy living individual?
Okay. First things first. We all need to have a primary care provider. I know so many people without a primary care provider that are not getting a physical every year. You should have your physical, whether it's in January, in August, just an annual physical. During this physical exam, you need a set of routine labs. That's going to be what we call a BMP or a CMP, which is going to comprise of your electrolytes, your kidney function, your cholesterol levels. So all of those things should be looked at to make sure we're starting off right and don't need to start any lifestyle modification. So that would be the first thing. So your primary care provider says your cholesterol is a little high. The first thing we aim to do is change your lifestyle to see. That's what I would do, is change the lifestyle, see if that has an impact. Next thing would have to be medications if there's no improvement. So you want to make sure all of your labs are in check. As we get older, women, we need mammograms. preventative measures for breast cancer. The earlier we find out, the earlier we can intervene. Also, make sure you're still getting, going to your OBGYN. Cervical cancer is also big in our community, so you want to have those checked off. We need a primary care provider and an OBGYN. Those are two medical professions that you absolutely have to see.
Okay. So we know that Black women have fibroids and hysterectomies at a higher rate.
Yep.
If you've already gone through all that and have had a hysterectomy, do you still need an OBGYN or do you need...
Depends on what kind of hysterectomy, full, partial, and they will better be able to tell you that as you for whatever procedure that you have had and whatever your risk factors were.
Got it. Okay, cool. What about this whole colon test? People make you drink the stuff and lay on that table.
Yes.
I promise it's not that bad. So the prep is worse than the actual procedure. Okay. But then you just look at the prep as like, I'm about to get flat. I'm about to go on a little cleanse, get my stomach flat. I mean, I'm just saying, like, people pay good money for these, what is that flat tummy tea and all that? No, just consider it an elevated version of your flat tummy tea. But that's the worst part about it. Consider it the best sleep of your life. You're going to go in, some simple sedation, and you wake up and you're good. But yes, you should have that done. You should have that done.
What's the earliest you do if you are not at risk or have a history of it?
40. It starts at 40.
Oh.
And so I had one because my mother had cancer and it was GI cancer. They didn't know a primary. So anytime something is even a little bit off, I have to go in and kind of take those measures to get checked out, preventative measures.
Okay. I have to add that to my list. I've done the mammogram. I've not done the colon screening.
You should do that.
I'll do that this year.
I'll go with you.
No.
You need a driver, so she going with you.
I do need a driver.
You do.
Okay.
I'll go with you. I can record you when you come out. Like, what? Like you do me last night? Okay.
I see that video.
No, you didn't see it because she wouldn't let me do it.
Okay.
I know this child. Okay. I know her well.
Thank you. Okay. Any other screenings? We got screenings.
I think we got them. We got the screenings.
Yeah. Okay. What I want to know is, because you hear like little kids, do I want to be a doctor when I grow up? Like for you, what triggered wanting to go just into, the medical field? Like I read your bio, I get that, but was there an event? Was there a person? Was there,
I wanted to be a dentist.
Really?
My whole life I wanted to be a dentist. My first degree is in biology and chemistry. And so I was pre-dental, actually. Actually moved to Nashville and on a track to try to go to Meharry. And so I got down here. I was waiting tables at Logan, serving the bread, and shadowed a dentist. And I was like, oh, I don't want to do this. So it was like life spin. So it was, my mother had recently passed. I moved down here. I'm like, what do I do? That was our goal, And so it was a life flip. But some of the most impactful people were her nurses and doctors in the hospital. And so I actually went to nursing school with a thought in mind I'd be a CRNA. I wanted to do anesthesia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that track didn't switch actually until I was working in the ICU. And I like my people awake and talking to them, not sedated. Yeah. So, that was the shift. I love educating people. I love talking to my patients. So that was the shift. I always knew it would be medical and medicine. It just took a pivot.
Oh,
that's interesting. That's interesting that you found out that, dentistry is not it.
Yeah, it's not for me. Okay. I admire my dental bays, but it's not for me.
Half our line sisters.
Right. It's just not. It was not for me.
It wasn't for you.
That's true. That is true. Okay, so you've done all this work. Talk about your career and all that. Can we talk about this triathlon thing that you got going on?
Let's hit it.
Ironman. Well, that needs to be more inclusive. You an Iron Woman.
Iron Woman.
So you swim, bike, and run.
Do them all. Yes.
On purpose.
Nobody's shooting at you.
No.
I'm asking the question. No zombies
are chasing me. No.
I was saying I can do a lot of stuff, but the zombies is out there.
You could.
But,
you learn how to swim then.
Right, girl. I'm afraid of walking that water. Like, I'm a walk lord. Oceans and Hillsong. I'm going to be like Oceans and Hillsong. I'm going to do it. But did you always love doing this type of stuff?
Oh, absolutely not. So I have a lot of pivots in my life. So I always was involved in sports growing up: soccer, basketball, cheerleading. You hand me a ball or I can do it. But I was weight training as an adult, like boot camps, weight training. That was my thing. Mm-hmm. And so I went to a triathlon. It was a sprint triathlon. My current coach invited me to a triathlon. And he has a picture of me and I'm sitting there like this. And so the way my mind works is, that looks cool. I wonder if I can do it. Mm-hmm. I can do that. And so then that was like a sprint triathlon. Then I went to a half Ironman.
What's a sprint triathlon?
So that's a shorter distance. It's like in a pool. It's like a 300-yard swim, a 10, 12-mile bike, and a 5K, like a 3-mile run.
Just as a short one.
Yeah, just,
but at that time, I didn't do any of the things.
Okay.
I could not swim. No, I could. Black people swim.
Yeah.
I could save myself. I grew up with a pool thinking I could swim.
Yeah, I could do that.
I'm going to get to the side of the pool.
I can get to the side.
Yes. I said, these people were stroking though. Like it looked good. Mm-hmm. And so I didn't swim. Hadn't been on a bike since I was a kid. And maybe I'd run a mile before my weight training. So like none of these things were me. I didn't have an interest in cardio. But once I got started, it was the challenge of it. It really was the challenge of learning how to do all three disciplines. And so the way my mind works, it just kind of took off. It's a challenge every time. Every race is a challenge, but it's just a mindset.
Okay. I did do a half marathon once.
Yeah, and then came to a party at the
that's good
and couldn't walk.
But that's good. Fun fact: I've never done a half marathon or a marathon outside of a Ironman. So that's
I cried at mile 11 and called my mother.
Yeah,
wait, yes, and was like, "Come get me." But I made it to the end, but it was real bad. Here's why. I'm gonna tell you the story. Mm-hmm. So I bought this new outfit,
of course,
and I was like, I didn't want to eat or drink anything beforehand. I didn't want to use a porta potty.
Nothing. You didn't have anything?
Nothing.
Hydrate.
That's the theme of today. That's the theme of today. Yes. I didn't do that. Yeah. And so at mile 11, I was depleted. And literally called my mother, who was at the finish line, was like, I ain't gonna make it. I'm about to die. And my friend who was doing it with me circled back and came back to me. And she was like, eat these magic jelly beans and drink this, And I'm like, and then I made it through. Crossing the finish line. She's in her picture. She's like this. I'm like this. I'm looking like the crypt keeper's bad. It's bad. Gosh. But I finished it.
You finished.
But I almost died.
So we doing another one?
No, I said that.
See, you can't.
Can we do a 5K?
No.
5K.
No, don't listen to cut the camera.
So Faith asked me to help her finish a 5K for 40. And I guess we going to do that this year.
Huh?
Yeah. If you can, you can hear.
I'm no +1.
No.
It's all right. We doing it. We'll all do it together.
So I had mentioned wanting to jog.
Okay.
The full 5K.
I like that.
I like 5Ks, and I can do a run walk, but I just wanted to be able to run the whole thing, is what I share with Audrey.
I think that's a good goal. I think you would be great at that.
Thank you.
You would. You're always working.
I like 5Ks, though.
Yeah.
It's short. I can't do the long stuff because my attention span. Even with music, I'm like,
it's hard.
Are we done?
That's my least favorite discipline is running, honestly, because
really?
my mind just goes I don't
know. You start thinking about the other things you could be doing.
So are you swimming in open water?
Yes.
Yes.
It's sharks
I've
out there
done
and everything. I'm joking.
Lakes, rivers, ocean.
Woo, don't go chasing waterfalls.
Yeah. I surprised myself because I wouldn't. Prior to that, I was we go to the beach. I'm walking just to the edge so I can get my picture. I would not go in at all.
Yeah, I'm up to like maybe the waist.
Yeah, I didn't want anything to touch me. I wouldn't even do that because if something would touch me or graze me, I'm out.
And those of you in the Nashville area, I have seen her swim in the Cumberland. What?
The Cumberland?
The Cumberland.
I didn't know what was in it. I didn't know. Yeah.
She didn't grow any extra limbs, though.
I did.
You did.
I did. It's fast and fun, though.
It's cool. I will say this. Having seen it, and I shared this with Audrey.
My face. I'm looking like...
like ew.
What I love about it is that everybody looks different who comes out that water. Mm-hmm. Like, there are people that would look my side, like, legit. Not everybody is svelte. Mm-hmm. And these people have done them, but they are all different shapes, sizes, ethnicities that do Ironman. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was cool. Not enough to be like, well, I want to do that. But but I did, like, I was inspired by that. I was like, oh, she got a good.
That's inspirational. And it's probably not the right thing to say. but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Come on.
Oh, Jesus.
But if I work that hard, I better be snatched.
I know. You feel that way.
I walk like this.
So,
But I do wonder their training.
I mean, and they're healthy and they're amazing.
But that's a common thing to wonder because I did the same thing. I'm like, man, because I dropped weight my first season, and my coach said, "Well, you don't know what they look like before."
That is
true.
So
true.
That's true.
Yeah,
they get it even bigger.
That is true. But yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna work that hard.
That's why you're not gonna do it.
You know what I'm doing? This of my life. I could.
You can.
I could.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a cute outfit. Though.
We know your outfit.
The outfits are cute, though.
The
little one piece. The little.
Yes, you have your little one piece.
Come on, Kat. What's
That wetsuit. It got the first time I saw a wetsuit, I was like, I just want to be in that. It was like a nice little suction.
It does look.
Yeah. Can we wear a wetsuit and just come cheer for you?
I mean, yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay, that's what we're gonna do.
Yes, that'll be good.
Mm-hmm. We look all official.
Oh my gosh.
Where are you going, ladies? Nowhere. We're just supporting staff. Yeah.
Hello.
So you're training now for your next.
I am marathon and triathlon training.
Oh Jesus!
Yes,
Walk
combined in one.
that.
So it'll be my first full marathon.
26.2.
Yep, outside of a Ironman. So it'll be my first full, and then I'll do a half Ironman in Chattanooga first up. It's a big season. It's a big season.
Wow.
Big goals this year.
So how many miles are in the Ironman then when you do that?
So half Ironman is 1.2 mile swim, 56 mile bike, and a half marathon, and then you just double it for the full.
So okay. No, I'm real question.
No, I know. I'm saying no for me, no.
Like, why is it 56? Like, why is it 50?
Who comes up with the number?
You know what? There's a history to that, and I saw it on Instagram, and I don't remember. I do not remember the history behind it, but there was a reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, 50 and enough? And
Right.
That's
So random. That's 6.
Right.
That's like
It's like 26.2.
Right.
Right.
You have the point.
Why?
Right.
And that's the part that gets you. The little extra.
Yeah.
Like the full Ironman, when I did it's a 112 mile bike. I was fine. 100? Cool. That last 12 miles was the worst part.
Ugh.
So yeah, it's the extra.
Can I ask you a personal question? Sure. You know it's gonna be bad. My voice goes low.
Like
Here we go, y'all.
I used to do the spin class, and I quit the spin class
That's a coochie.
because
That's a coochie.
of my nether regions. And then I get a padded seat. I had a padded seat. Like get the little padded shorts. I had the padded shorts. Now I was married. My husband was all the time, and mine was in demand, so I couldn't like put it to the side and be like, let it rest. Right? No. So does that happen? Like, does it get better, or did that just happen to?
there's things we do.
Certain people.
There's no.
Okay.
It's not. So we use something called chamois butter. And it's like a cream we rub down there to prevent like the contact, the chafing, the actual pressure. Okay. And then, like you said, the padding. But most people think more padding better. No, we have thin pads in our shorts. Okay. And then our seats. So like, I'll be transparent. My seat was like $300, $400. Oh, wow. And my seat has a split in it. Oh, okay. And it's also in how you're riding. So the seat is split. And I'm not like this. I'm kind of leaned up, propped up a little bit. So yeah, there's different skills and techniques.
Okay, so my little $60 seat from the Walmart wasn't it?
I mean.
Okay.
No.
But
you
get it.
Yeah, for what you're doing. And then like Peloton, that seat is like cushier, or some of your other, stationaries. Okay. They're more cushioned. But you're also not on that one for 6-8 hours,
right. Exactly.
So there's things you can do.
Okay.
Yeah, when you're ready for your
but it happens.
Ironman triathlon, you'll go up.
When we do the sprint, we'll figure it out. Like the good shorts
and collective. You mean the human race? The collective,
not the human race.
we said she gonna do a 5K.
And you just gonna cheer for me?
I'm a wetsuit.
No, wetsuit is for Audrey.
But I'm gonna wear it just because I got
to every competition or race. It don't matter if there's a swim or not.
Lord. Okay, question. How long is the season? Like, you have different sports, they have their seasons. Like, because I feel like you always doing something.
So I'm maintenance trained too. So my last race is normally, I always miss your birthday event.
Yeah, you do.
So my last race is typically, I know, in November. But then December, January, February, I'm still training.
Okay.
This is the first year that I took off from rest. I needed it.
Thank you.
Mindset. Like I would do things. I like to be active. I was going to the gym lifting or a short swim, but I took it off. I needed it mentally to come back stronger. But the actual season, I think the race in Puerto Rico kind of kicks it off, and that's in March.
We going to Puerto Rico?
Not this year.
Dang.
Not this year.
That
wetsuit. Yeah. Okay. So like March through November. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's one of those where you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
There you go. I try to stay at a certain level. Yeah. So this comeback is real though. Like I need a little more maintenance in my life. I need it, but it's okay.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that because transparent moment again.
Yeah.
We talked about this on the first episode. You know, like I've been not fit, but thinner most of my life, and so now do some additional health challenges and just sedentary lifestyle. Let me say that. Finding out that I'm working out again, I'm like, this sucks. Like, because I used to be the best in the class, and now I'm like 2 steps in, I take a break. I'm like, I don't like. I feel like this is my analogy. I feel like Michelle. I want Beyonce. I won't be Michelle. You know what I mean? Not that Michelle's not great.
Right. I know,
she's great.
Right.
But she ain't Beyonce though.
At all.
So I'm like, So
I get it.
The gearing back up stage, but we have to go through that, and I'm trying to convince myself to keep showing up because I'm like, this sucks.
That's how you get better. But sometimes you need that mental break and mental rest. That's a part of it.
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And to recalibrate because I know, with your journey, this isn't a bad thing, but you do miss a lot of social. You have missed. And I love just personally that you were around more. And Audrey even was like, I'm in the streets now. I'm outside. It
felt good.
And that was a part of it. But I do wonder, and I hate using the word balance, but you do, you are always on it. Working out, whatever that is. But how do you find time now that you're in the season, even though you was outside?
I was. I'll pay for it today.
To take that time for yourself to kind of do more, I don't want to say fun things, but you know what I mean? Just things other than training.
I'll say it was hard initially because I thought I had to train I couldn't miss anything. I couldn't do this and the other. And I was in school then too. So I would literally be thinking like, do I finish this assignment or do I train? Oh no, I got to do both. I have to stay up. And for me, you know how my personality is. It's strongly type A. I had to realize it's okay if you miss one workout.
Yeah.
It's balance. It's life. You need to be able to support your friends, support your family members, go to their events sometimes. But it's also about having the right people in your life who understand that for me, a party is not a priority.
Right.
Or I love you and I support your birthday. Here's a gift, but I might not be able to make it to this event. So I have a very supportive group of people in my life to where after that first season, the balance got easier.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, we love Audrey. She's dope. And Audrey also supports the stretch pant movement. Like, does it require clothing? These are conversations that we've had.
No, you come to my house, my event, my anything.
If we're like going invited somewhere, and Audrey will like text me like, "Okay, what are we wearing? Do we have to wear clothes?"
I like clothes. I love to be cute, but I also love black leggings. It's like, let me be comfortable, please.
Yes, that is a key thing.
Yeah,
comfort.
Yes,
my athleisure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
If
you were going to talk to our audience, and just talk to us, honestly, give us the cheat code. New Year, what are the top 3 things you can do right now to enhance your health? What would you say those are?
Like I said before, number 1, establishing a primary care provider, one that you trust. With Black people, we don't just deserve care, we deserve high quality care. There's a long history of mistrust in the medical community with African Americans. So one of my initiatives is connecting Black people with Black providers so we get that care. So that's one thing. Find a primary care provider. Number 2, get moving. Healthy, active lifestyles. I think all of us have 30 minutes a day that we can get moving, whether it's taking a walk. If you're on a phone call, you can walk around your neighborhood while you're on that phone call. Or if you're watching TV, some of my patients, I tell them, Stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down. Work. I have an older patient population or do jumping jacks. You can do it while watching TV.
Yeah.
So get active, 30 minutes a day of cardio and incorporate some weight training, especially as women. It's beneficial for your bones later in life and holding on to that muscle mass. So primary care providers, active lifestyle. Number 3, take small steps. I think that a lot of times we feel like we have to do it all. So I have to work out. I have to do this. I have to completely change my lifestyle. So this didn't come for me overnight.
She's trying to block me.
Is she looking at me?
She's looking at you.
Okay.
She's talking directly to you.
I told her to talk to me.
A lot of times you fail when you try to, I'm only going to eat salads and I'm only going to do this and that. And that doesn't work anyway
She
with life. Moderation.
I'm slaying in the spirits.
It's okay, moderate. So when I was cutting out meat, I didn't just, cut it all out at once. I took it category at a time.
Okay.
When I started my big, fitness journey, small steps. Because if you do it all at once, you get overwhelmed and discouraged. It's already hard.
Are you leaning on me?
We have a lot of stuff to worry about. Shoot, if I work out, is my hair gonna be okay?
Listen.
If I work, like the time frame, you have children, like
Yes.
you have a life to
Sorority
balance.
meetings.
Yeah.
Community obligations, work.
Yeah.
If you start small, it becomes a lifestyle to where you want to go do it, and it's not a chore.
Yeah.
I've never gotten to that point. I'm hoping to get to that point sometime where I'm like, ooh, I'm going to go work out. Right now, I'd be like, I got to go work out.
Yeah. Find that workout that you enjoy. But yes. I got country. The Memphis came out. Yes. Yes, it does.
So,
she's looking in the camera.
I'm looking for a Jim or James or Reggie. She said it counts.
She's trying to work out, y'all. Small changes.
No. Oh.
Hello. So.
But you want to talk about me.
I'm just saying. She said it counts.
It counts.
The Rock will,
It's a jungle gym.
It counts. You got to be working, though.
Yeah,
You got to be working.
I'll put it work.
There you go.
Talk about my body.
There you go.
Oh my Lord. That's the workout you enjoy.
Yes.
So you want to
I said find something you enjoy.
Boom. Okay, back
I'm about
on
to be
track.
skinny.
See, that's
I'm doing that. I'm about to be skinny.
She said I'm about to be fine.
Oh my Lord. Okay.
Yes.
You heard it here first. Neysa is about to get it in.
About to be fine.
I'll be fine. When you see me skinny, just high five.
Just know she found them. That is funny.
Why? Okay. Where can the people find you, Audrey, to learn more and get more tips and stuff?
You can find me on Instagram at paging Dr. Odge. That's paging.dr.odge.
Spell Audge.
AUDGE.
Boom.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for having me.
This has been life-changing.
Fun times.
I have now found my work.
Right.
Oh my
This
gosh.
is the first time someone has given me
Permission
a cheat code.
Yes.
to get it
Yes.
Yeah.
in. Bomb chicka wow wow.
Mhm.
Neysa, while you cool off, can you tell us where the people can find us?
You can find me.
Read in a new life of
Because
rock.
I'm, looking for the gym.
Looking for she's looking for the chewing.
There we
That's
go.
a song.
It is. Mama, don't watch the show.
And it's
Right.
At the beginning, Mama,
Disclaimer.
don't watch the show. Your mama shouldn't watch it either.
My mother doesn't even.
She don't
like, what are you
Okay,
doing?
good. No. But in all seriousness, you can find us, of course, right here on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, anywhere with podcast or YouTube is where you can catch us out. And obviously you want to see the new because we're on the new season.
What?
And, thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
me.
I hope
Fun
you had a good
times.
time.
Fun times. Yes. Fun
Okay.
times.
Not painful.
Not painful. I'm type A, so I was stressed. But no, this was relaxing and fun.
Totally stressed.
I'm stressed.
Don't stress.
It's fun.
Don't stress. We don't bite.
Yeah.
We'd
don't
love
bite.
to have you back.
Thank
Yes,
you.
definitely.
Post and follow us.
And let us know when you are doing these events.
Okay.
Because we would love to come support.
Yes.
In my wetsuit.
In the
her
wetsuit.
Yes. And also, we'd love to share some photos of things that you've done so we can encourage our listeners
Yes.
Absolutely.
to also, follow the journey.
Perfect.
One big
Absolutely.
network.
And then when we all do our race, we'll take a picture at the end.
And her wetsuit.
In my wetsuit.
In your wetsuit.
Yes. There we go.
Obviously.
Yeah.
All right. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Go Ladies podcast. Have
Thank
a wonderful day.
Bye.
Bye.